Bingo bango.
Hello. Hello, ladies. Okay.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of
What are we talking about? Going up on stage as an open micer.
Yes.
There's so many good things you could do. Like, you go up on stage as an open micer, MC's walking off.
Yeah.
You pass them your jacket.
Yeah.
All right. Gold.
Gold, amazing. And then you could like really kind of amp up the whole, ladies, again, your host tonight. Great, yeah. A hilarious comic. He's actually just a really cool, really funny guy. Just to let you guys know that. I'm really loving him. Again for him. And how about for yourselves? Playing around with that area a lot.
You know what's so funny about doing that? Like, you get up there and you get... I was just thinking, how could you add insult to injury? You hand them the jacket...
Yes.
And then you get their name wrong.
What did you say that? Have you said that?
What's that?
Going up there and then...
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're walking up on stage at an open micer. They go, all right, next up we have Jackson.
Yes.
And then I get up there and as I'm walking up, I take my jacket off and I hand it to the MC kind of thing as they're walking off.
Yeah.
Which isn't their job at all.
I know.
They're just another open micer who...
It's a perfect thing, I think. Because again... You're at a comedy show. It's so disrespectful, but you're at a comedy show. Could they be the guy who gets the attention if they throw it to the ground or something like that, or come back up? But I think if you're so charming about it, and then you literally just get straight into one more time for.
But it's so tricky because I know if it was me and I even tried to do that as a bit,
yes.
I'd fold. I'd fold like a camp chair. I would go to hand it to them. They like give me a look like, what are you doing? And I'd have to be like, I'm just kidding. And then that's possibly the worst way to start a set.
No, you do it to a friend. That's how it works.
I think it's even better if it's like someone who you don't even know.
Yeah, someone you're basically just acquaintances with.
But oh shit, my mic is hot.
Is it a hot boy?
Yeah, the other thing I was thinking was, like, could you take it further and you hand them that and then you get up there and then you're like, their name's Mark, and you're like, thanks, Dave. Everyone, big round of applause. I don't even think that would work. It almost works better if everything else is right, except you don't understand the courtesy of not handing this guy a jacket.
I do like that. Yeah. I really do like that.
And then you get up and actually do a solid 5 minutes. What else?
It's the whole idea of what commitment to the bit.
Female MC, you walk up and like shake their hand and kind of go to give them a kiss. Oh. That's kind of the funniest thing. I'm picturing it now. Yes. You look so disappointed.
Just like a comedian doing rounds like Steph Broadbridge.
We don't have to.
So we're dropping names.
That's fine, but moving forward, we don't have to.
Yeah, so we'll just go up to... She's hosting, and you just like hug, kiss on the cheek.
Does that even
work?
Or
you do the come on, kiss on the cheek. It's just a kiss on the cheek, and then you do the turn around, kiss on the lips.
And then you walk up to the mic and you go, I'll get her next time.
That just used to be a thing in 2001. That would have been hilarious. Right. Not even hilarious. This would have been normal. Not even like a question. I'll get her next time. It's just dinner parties growing up. That's happened to me probably hundreds of times.
That's actually funny though. Get up. The jacket thing is a bit hectic. They're both a bit hectic.
You've got an insult thing. The kiss is great because I think anyone would appreciate it.
You know what's funny about doing the kiss? You say, I'll get her next time.
Yeah.
And that shows how aware you are of the situation and that the whole thing was planned as a joke. You were never actually going to plant one on her. It's a joke. It's a physical joke. And then the punchline is, I'll get her next time.
I'm just trying to think of how else you could play around with that one. Like, let's say you do the kiss. And is there a way to pull off the kiss and then you kind of like dig at your crotch, kind of be like, down boy, something like that. Playing around with that idea of harassing a female MC without her knowledge. This is just kind of for you. She's not in on this. You're basically sexually harassing someone.
Yeah.
How can that be funny? Can that be done? Is that a funny thing to do, the kiss?
Oh, it's pretty bad. It's really bad.
So you're being introduced. A guy, you would just shake their hand, but you're like, no, it's a female. It's a female MC, so I'm gonna go in for the kiss.
Oh, I've got it.
Yeah.
You walk up. There's a male MC. You got to give them a kiss. They're like, "What are you doing?
What are you doing?" Yeah.
They walk away, and then you go up to the mic and go, "Sorry, I thought they were a bitch."
Oh.
Oh damn! That just didn't land.
I'm
sorry. Yeah. I know. I went too far with it, but you.
That was quite.
I'm sorry. Intense. I thought that was a lady. Because then you kind of have the joke without really the offense of.
No, but this is the thing. You want to have the actual offense.
I feel really bad for saying that.
I know that was quite intense. I think.
I know because
again, the listeners are right here. We can just do like a quick. You can do just a quick apology to them. Like that's just.
That's true. Because if you ever say something and it's kind of like a mistake in comedy, apologize.
Yeah.
Kind of to everyone.
Yeah, of course. If someone calls you out after the show, next show you're at, and you're like, hey, I said some things I probably shouldn't have. A few things I probably shouldn't be joking about.
Yeah.
And I just want to apologize to everyone here.
Kind of rewrite your set to kind of fit what they want.
Yeah. Maybe changing a few jokes around.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like it's pro women instead of kind of bashing them down.
That's good.
But I do like the idea of playing around in that area of sexual assault when there's a female host and you're about to go up. Okay. The different angles you can kind of approach. You can go for like the slap on the butt.
Oh my god.
That's a good one. What could you do? Something about sniffing the seat? How could you sniff her seat? Oh, you know where she's sitting. She brings you up. And then you kind of go over to her seat and you kind of lift it up and you give it a big inhale.
You smell it and you go, what? There was a bitch sitting here.
But yes.
I feel like I've redeemed myself. I
know you did.
I take back thinking about apologizing.
You do, I know. Because that's, again, the only difference between apologizing and getting a round of applause is how funny the joke is.
I'm sweating right now.
I'm sweating.
We are in the boiler room.
We are in the boiler room right now. It's good because it's making us a little bit a little bit risque.
We're in the belly of the beast.
We're right in the belly of the beast. I have a completely. I guess I don't show it, but like I'm completely parched. Like I've got like the red face.
A little bit parched.
I'm thirsty. I'm kind of steaming up. I think this is a good place to be.
It is good. So just to paint the picture.
Yeah.
Where what? Just in my little front room in my house. Because this is what Australia... I watched this really good movie with Heath Ledger. Something about like... what is he? He's like a bouncer. Kind of this martial arts guy in King's Cross. Yeah.
And they're just sweating. Every single character's sweating nonstop. That's just kind of like a theme of the movie. Is everyone's just... got like visible sweat.
What about it gets to
it's a good thing of Australia because that's just how Australia is. Everyone's just kind of sweating.
It's like the third act or whatever, like the conflict kind of comes to a head and it's just kind of like we're just really sweaty like most of the time. We're kind of sitting in front of fans and doing what we can, but that's kind of...
I don't even know if I get this in the movie or is this right now? Because I can't tell. It's sweaty in both scenarios.
I was thinking as well, like what about like a... No. Go on. So you were saying about the Heath Ledger movie.
So everyone's sweating.
Yeah.
I do think that's almost a stereotype. It's kind of like Mexico being yellow in the sky and kind of dusty.
Yes.
I think in Australia, everyone should just have like a... What is it?
A thin layer of sweat.
Yeah, just completely covering their face. Like Heath Ledger, the entire movie, his face and kind of the top of his neck... collarbone area was just wet. The entire movie.
Well, that's every action movie too.
Oh, true. I guess Bruce Willis has kind of constantly got like a bit of a
the Transformers movies.
Oh, they're all sweating. That's
Shia LaBeouf is always sweaty. Mark Wahlberg.
Interesting.
Always sweaty. Dwayne, sweaty.
Yeah, Wayne boy. I guess they're all sweaty. Is that just a thing I may not have noticed? People sweating in movies. Because usually I watch a movie and I feel like everyone's so done up with makeup. and they're not sweating.
Was this an action movie you were watching?
A semi-action movie.
Because you had a semi while you were watching it.
I was like, yeah, there we go.
Because it was actually Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, I was trying to...
That's why you kept on seeing Heath Ledger, and Heath Ledger actually wasn't in any sort of movie other than Brokeback Mountain.
I was trying to think, like those charts, and they're kind of like yes, no, and then you move down to the next question, and it kind of will end up giving you an answer based on your yes, no.
Okay, kind of like one of those quizzes. Like one of those Facebook quizzes.
I guess so. Like what band should I listen to?
Oh, okay,
you know what I mean?
yes.
And it'll take you down, kind of that thing. It's like, I want to watch a Heath Ledger movie. Like, what Heath Ledger movie?
Oh, this is good. That's very good. And this is kind of like a reflection of you as a person. That's what there's a quick little, what's it called? Like statement. Heath Ledger, one of the greatest actors of all time. Let's do a little questionnaire to see what Heath Ledger movie fits you the most.
Yeah, and the first question is like, do you want...
I was just thinking it's rigged, but every answer comes to Brokeback Mountain.
The first question's like, do you want your dad to kick you out of the house?
Do you believe in sinning and doing things that go against God? But even if the guy clicks no to everything, it'll end up being Brokeback Mountain, which is...
That's good merch. That's real good merch. Something like one like that. So you can kind of... Someone's wearing it. It's quite like intricate.
Yeah.
And you're like looking at this guy's shirt and you're kind of like going down answering the questions. They all kind of end up at Brokeback Mountain. And then you
find out it's Brokeback Mountain. I do find it's interesting, the whole Brokeback Mountain thing. Two straight people playing gay men. Because it is something that basically there would be a big uproar nowadays.
Yeah.
Because like there is only one gay actor, isn't there? Neil Patrick Harris.
I think there's a couple more.
I think he's the only person that's out in Hollywood for some weird reason.
Who else?
I don't think there's anyone else. Or do you know who came out was the guy from Harold and Kumar? Sean. Sean?
Which one?
The Indian guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I know. He's a.
And now I guess
and
I
now
know
I
why.
guess I hate it. And I guess, because you always basically called yourself the Calapan of Sydney. Or the Calapan of... You were kind of like, he's a good guy. Basically, I'm like him in my relationships. Women like to say, you're just like Calapan.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Man, how good is that movie?
How about Calpenis? More like Calpenis. Am I right?
They go to that guy's house and he's like, you want a coffee? You want a beer? You want to fuck my wife?
God, what great...
Oh, it's such a good movie.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I don't think I watched that a bit later in life, I think, and I didn't really pay attention to it. But I know when it was popping and buzzing, it was too rude for me to be able to watch.
Samesies.
Yeah, and do you know when you're at that awkward... The movies come out, they're like MA, and there's like sexual references, ticks all those boxes. Your parents aren't going to let you watch that when it's...
Yeah.
I can't even remember. I would have been too young. I could have watched everything else, but I know that was one of them I couldn't watch.
I was a self-censoring kid for sure.
Really? You were like, oh no, this is scary. I'm not going to do this.
Yeah,
right.
or too rude or something like that. Because I guess
personally?
Yeah, because I had like older siblings.
And your parents would literally just been like, oh yeah, watch whatever you want? Or would have there been
that's not true. No, like Dad wouldn't let me watch South Park.
Oh yes, I don't think I was allowed to watch South Park unless my auntie came. Because then she was like, no, it's actually a good show. He should be able to watch it.
Yeah.
But I think, in terms of like what was censored growing up,
yes,
I think there's a certain element to a lot of that stuff. I know I'm self-censoring when it comes to certain horror movies nowadays.
Because it's just scary.
Yeah. I remember going to like a sleepover, and there was the kid that hated horror movies. And
that was you?
No, that wasn't me.
I was probably that.
You were that kid who had to cover his eyes?
I remember one time it was me. There was 4 of us. It was me and another friend, and we both left at the end of Paranormal Activity.
What do you mean you both left?
The room. We're like, all right, we're just gonna go play outside.
Oh, after the movie ended?
Before the movie ended, because we're like this.
You couldn't even.
It's getting too hectic. I was just kind of like, I'm out. He was like, yeah, me too. And the other 2 sat there, and I remember we walked back in afterwards, and they were both like...
They were both having gay sex with each other.
And then I turned to my friend and I was like, see, it is meant to last that long.
I like the idea of the kid, because there was straight up a kid that whenever a scary scene happened, he had to close his eyes. I was thinking a scare, and we had to kind of be like, oh yeah, cover your eyes. And we told him when it was over. I like the idea that you tell him to cover his eyes, and when it's over, everyone's nude.
That's a great
Or you
idea.
ejaculate as soon as you're like, okay, you can open your eyes now. 5 boys are just ejaculating onto his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if I could go back in time and be funny, that's the type of stuff that I would do. Oh, and even I think I saw a funny thing on Twitter that was saying, would you rather have $10 million or go back or be born again with the knowledge you have now?
Go back.
You would go back.
I used to think about it all the time as a kid. I think because I played games like on my Game Boy or whatever where I've had this theory forever.
Yeah.
All right. So playing
and
those
I think
games...
there was a name you were called. You were called a gay boy.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's something
yeah.
there.
Yeah, so I would play these games and it doesn't matter if you die because you just respawn.
Oh, okay.
Do the same thing again.
Interesting.
And there, just from doing that from a young age, I think there was something kind of built into me, and this probably happens to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh no, this could really happen in real life.
Respawning, being able to do it again, start over.
But you have that knowledge, kind of thing. I was kind of obsessed with it in primary
and you know where
school.
to run. Like in GTA, it's like you die and you're running straight in that direction now.
Exactly. Yeah, and I used to kind of be fascinated with it. So I would definitely pick the reborn again, and just to even have more life with appreciation and knowledge.
Really interesting.
But it'd be pretty crazy. Like you're like understanding what's going on, and you're just like a baby in a crib in the corner of the room.
I know you're
get
looking
out
at
and
everyone.
like your parents are having sex in the room with another couple. But then again, how crazy would that be?
Imagine being that kid, right?
Yes.
You're like around 8 or 10. Everyone's watching Harold and Kumar. You break the news. You out Cal Penn. Is it Cal Penn?
Oh, you're like, he's gonna...
You'd be like, no, do you know that dude's gay?
Butterfly effect. You going back with the same memories.
Yeah.
Changing the timeline might actually...
You out every celebrity.
That might stop them all from becoming gay.
Oh, no, I was going to say have a career. There'd be no Cal Penn if he was outed as gay in like 2000.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it actually meant something in 2000. If someone was gay, you would kind of be like, oh, okay. Anyway, new actor. We need a new guy now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do like that idea.
For theatre being so...
Imagine like scientists literally...
Yeah.
Well, people come to you and they're like, how do you know all this? And it's like, oh yeah, I chose this thing where I could go back in time. And they're like, so is that all you've just outed several male celebrities?
You're like, yeah, I'm a weird guy.
You could have predicted, you could have literally guessed lotto. You could have won the lotto. You could have put on crazy bets. But all you've done is out 7 closeted men in Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah, and you start using your power. You're like, oh yeah, that guy, he's gay. And he's like, how did they know? They're like, how did they know? And then you kind of, it gets proven to the point where you just start saying like, no, Leonardo DiCaprio, yeah, he's gay. You've kind of got this superpower where they're like, oh, okay, well, I guess the boy from the future said that I'm gay.
Because
you're 8 years old. Just
you out 5 people, right? Like you out Neil Patrick Harris early.
Like threatening your teachers and stuff. And they're like giving you good grades.
It'd be like, oh, that's interesting, Mr. Johnson, that I got an F. Because...
Yeah, you're also something.
You're also...
Beginning...
Because all it takes 5
You better change
people,
it to an A.
or for the
second.
I know, which is but yeah, I do like that idea. All it takes is 5 people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Who was pretty close to that was that dude who was predicting the COVID numbers.
I didn't hear about him.
Oh, really?
No.
That John Bernard or something like that.
Okay.
Lebanese guy. He was like predicting the COVID cases. I think he did it 5 times in a row.
Australian guy?
Yeah, for Sydney. He predicted Sydney's COVID cases literally 5 times in a row. And that made him make the front page news. But all it takes are like an uncanny skill of predicting something. And people would be like, okay, what's going on? And you'll say, yeah, I'm from the future. I'm from 2022. I've gone back.
Damn.
And then you're like, no, I'm not going to help you with anything else.
Yeah.
But I will tell you who's gay.
Yeah.
And that's...
Yeah.
It's a funny bit at first, but then you realize how much power you have. Like, literally Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Like, if you said he was gay, it'd be over. Over for him.
If there was someone, like, right now, again, say an 8-year-old, and there's just videos going around, and
he's outing people.
Well, if they're like, da-da-da is going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then it happens.
Yes.
It's gospel.
Oh, completely.
From that point on, whatever they say.
Yeah. And everyone kind of will agree with it and be like, okay, this is crazy.
They wake up and they're like, what's the point of living? I know mum's going to make me waffles for breakfast. Oh. And then she like just makes you waffles. Yes. I guess that wouldn't work. It could break. You could break it. Once you're disproven, it's broken.
No, not really. It's hard to be disproven because you kind of know. Again, with big things like you know who the gay celebrities are who've come out in the last 5 years. That's stuff that's like a definite. And again, for people who are really into football, they'll be able to kind of know who's going to win every single match. Do you know what I mean? You'll be like, oh yeah, the Panthers are going to win this. You would know about 9/11.
Oh my God. You go back and you're like, George Bush is about to do something crazy.
Or like, even in 2005, you out Calpen. And that's your 5th guy. And they're like, so you knew about 9/11? Like, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not my business. But do you want to know who's gay? And the story completely changed. I'm like, okay, yeah, who?
Yes.
Ellen DeGeneres. They'll be like, no way.
Not Ellen.
Not
that
Ellen.
lady wearing a flannelette shirt.
not that woman wearing a suit with a Bart Simpson haircut.
Yeah, not that lumberjack with...
Not that woman who drove here in a Subaru and is playing with a softball bat in her trunk.
She's going to play a fish too.
Not that woman who was a Olympic swimmer who's never had a boyfriend.
Where did the expression "that smells fishy" come from?
Oh, that smells fishy. It would have had to have come from something like that.
I don't know what's going on with me. I got to change my media diet at the moment because I keep wanting to go bad places.
No, what? Let's go bad.
No,
let's do it, Michael Jackson.
No, what would you do though? What was it?
What about you? Like you give yourself kind of the moniker of Michael Jackson because you go to the bad areas of the news.
That's good.
Yeah, I thought it was all right. I want to know the bad now. You can't do that little tease. You can't tease our listeners. Yeah, let's hear it.
Can I do it? It smells fishy. I don't know, something about like woman's vagina smelling fishy.
Yes.
You say it when someone's lying because women are always lying. That's kind of where I was going with it.
Okay, that's good. You're being very anti-women this episode.
I know, it's crazy. It's so weird.
It's very interesting.
I think it's from listening to some certain phone calls with you.
Oh, really?
I don't even know. I don't know. This is garbage.
But anyway, onto the topic of women. I thought of a pretty funny little a little thingy here. How about everyone? How about Daisy?
That's
and
good.
I've got 99 problems, and misgendering me is one. Yo, what's good? It's them. Yeah, I thought that was
really good.
I thought that was a little bit of fun.
Just did like that.
Bring to the table. So yeah, that's kind of my contribution for today. But yeah, I was actually listening to the new Earl Sweatshirt album, and I was thinking it would make sense if, like, in 5 years, he just comes out and be like, "Yeah, no, Jay-Z actually is my father. I did hide it."
That would be so cool.
It'd be really great.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, yeah, no, I knew it seemed to be too good to be true. We sound exactly the same. We kind of act the same, huh?
Earl and Jay-Z.
Jay-Z now, they sound so similar. They've got the exact same voice. Yeah, Earl Sweatshirt. He's Jay-Z if he was raised in the West Coast. Literally.
I got to listen to this new album, man.
Yeah, they've got the exact same voice.
Two titans.
Yeah,
Love both those guys.
It's crazy. And if that just came out in like 10 years and it'd be like, yeah, no, Jay-Z, yeah, he was in the West Coast. He impregnated my mother and left. I didn't want to kind of have it be a thing and ruin my career. Or not even ruin my career, be so associated with him all the time.
Like the Baby Keem, Kendrick thing.
Yes.
That's tricky. Props to that guy for like holding it down for so long. Like,
I know, because that's right. He came out and he almost came out as a
climber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who else was it? There was
Playboy Cardi and Amine.
Oh, they related.
They're cousins, yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is pretty crazy. Can you imagine being Amine and he's just like this happy kind of...
They're cousins.
Cute rap guy, and then he is like hanging out with his cousin for the weekend. And it's just Playboy like Cardi.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. Yeah, what's up, dude?
Yeah, I got this new song. And he puts it on.
I got this song. It's about smiling and being happy. And then Playboy Cardi's having a seance. But even like, who was it? Rob Banks. There's a rapper, Rob Banks. I think his dad's Shaggy.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, okay. That was a big one. I think who else is... I'm trying to think. Because it never works. I think we kind of had this... When you're too closely connected... If Earl Sweatshirt... initially, like off the rip, came out and be like, you know, this is Jay-Z's son, right?
That would be so cool if
he's been hiding that
now. That would be awesome.
That would be one of the greatest moments, probably in like music history. It'd be epic. It'd be absolutely insane. I would love that idea for someone to have a full career and be like, oh yeah, by the way, or even Obama to be like, oh yeah, I am related to George. Oh, I think he is related to George Bush.
What?
Yeah.
What?
What?
For real?
Come on now. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're related. I think they're cousins or distant cousins, something like that.
I don't think anyone.
It gets creepy with all that. Who's related to who? It can become it's a great little rabbit hole to dive down.
Have you dove down the rabbit hole of just like the presidents and kind of like the whole like the conspiracies there and everything like that? Like I know, like talking to Lachlan, he's crazy.
What about them? What even about the presidents?
Just American like the Pizzagate kind of thing or the Elsagate thing, whatever it's
called. Okay. Wait, them having sex with children.
Yeah, and just how they're all connected, covering each other's back.
Interesting.
That whole thing.
Interesting.
You haven't really looked into that? I just find it a little bit annoying.
Right.
Kind of like, yeah, they probably are. Get over it.
I do like that angle. Because I think even Close Friend has become very gone down the rabbit hole. Even Tim Dillon, just kind of about the whole Jeffrey Epstein Mossad sort of thing, Jewish conspiracy, Israel.
I need like a documentary. The world. I need something like that, and then something that just goes for 1 hour, maybe 3 parts, each go for an hour.
Yeah.
And then I can kind of half watch them while I'm on my phone and kind of like misquote facts to people.
Okay.
For like the next 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, something like that. Just maybe like a guy who just like an hour and a half, he just kind of explains the Mossad.
I'm like, did you hear about Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's kind of what all I'll be talking about for the next month.
Because it's interesting. A lot of people can base even their entire personality off something like that. Because I was even thinking back to when I was a kid. Like I remember I have this strong memory of being like 14, 15 or something.
Yeah.
And just wanting to attach myself to something.
And you're like, hey, everyone, Jeffrey Epstein's having sex with me.
hey everyone, Cowpen is gay. He'd be like, how do you know that? Like, I don't know. That's a feeling. I don't know. It's not like I'm from the future or anything like that. And they'd be like, dude, is that why you have so many girlfriends and you record having sex with them all the time? And
what's so funny about that? If there was that kid now, just with like meme culture and everything like that, that just he would just become like the yodeling kid.
Right. Well, the
backpack kid.
Oh, backpack kid that was doing the dances.
Just become like gaydar guy.
Oh yeah, that's true. Nowadays he's just a meme and it's forgotten literally tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, gaydar guy. And everyone's like, yeah, do you know he was from the future? And he'd be like, yeah.
Do you think it'd be good for society?
For a gaydar guy to come and out everyone?
Yes. Would that be good for society?
People to be outed.
Yeah, because you're just like, oh wow, everyone's kind of gay.
Yeah. Could you know
you're like, it's not just me. Kind of everyone is. Because that would kind of give me the courage to...
Yeah, to kind of come out.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, let's just say if this gaydar guy was to exist, all it takes for someone, even if they're old, even if they're in their 20s, all it takes is a little bit of the Me Too movement. They're grown women. All they need is a little bit of a push, and then maybe some of us will be coming out.
What about if you're like a doctor, but the only way you can tell if a woman is going to get breast cancer in her life is if she gives you a smooch on the lips?
Oh.
That's pretty good.
That is a nice little one. So you'd basically have like a kissing booth sort of setup.
Yes. And all these women come and kind of just give you smooches on the lips.
And can they do anything about it? I guess they can. They can act early. That's true.
Yeah,
but they have to give you a smooch on the lips.
Yeah, and you're like, actually, you know what? I can't really tell with you. We might need to...
Oh, yeah, we might need to do a little bit extra.
More of an extensive kind of...
How about you, let's say Steph Broadbridge.
No, let's not say that. We're not dropping names of people we're not friends with. I mean, I think she's nice. I'm not saying we're not. I wouldn't like to be.
I think you think she's more than nice because you showed me photos of her. And
oh my God. That's perfect. That's a perfect setup.
It is, yeah.
That's like when I was on speakerphone. So I went to order food one time for Karim and I, right?
Okay,
you were on speakerphone.
Oh, yes.
And it was just a perfect opportunity.
Oh, to do it.
Like, what do you want, man? And you told your order directly to the woman.
So yeah, you're doing it, and then you literally, I think I say, can you put me onto the person? Oh no, I kind of start saying it.
And you were saying it to me, and I was like, this is too long of an order.
Yes, and then you literally put me on speaker and put it right next to the lady.
Yeah.
Oh my
dude, if you were just like...
If I was funny at all...
You were like, wait, can you send me another photo of her first? Or something like that?
Oh, I could play around so much with that.
That's insane.
It's one of the...
That's life ruining. You could ruin my life.
I couldn't. No.
There's probably a handful of sentences that you could say that could ruin my life.
That's true. I could be like, oh, so you're talking to her now? Because I'll pull up with the car. Just let me know when she finishes. Something like that.
Damn.
That would be a nice... That's a good little one. Again, you can have so much fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, Jackson does have Steph Broadbridge as his,
no, I don't.
As his Mac background right now. Which is weird. Very weird.
Yeah.
And it's a revealing photo. I'm actually looking at it right now. It's kind of a revealing photo of her.
Oh,
and he's photoshopped breasts.
Oh, have I?
Yeah, it's a photo of her doing an open mic. He's photoshopped breasts.
It's actually like a blueprint on how I'm gonna walk up. Wait, we were on something just before that.
I think it was something to do with
kid.
I think it was something to do with Steph Broadbridge. And
was it?
How you have a video of.
We can't do this, man.
It's funny. I know. It doesn't even. I know. It's
too on the nose. I'm putting my foot down. We can't actually talk about people we know, and you can't do voices.
What if Steph? Here we go. What if Steph Broadbridge was Chinese?
What would she sound like?
What would she sound like? Here we go. How about Hef Broadbridge? And she's like, "Hey guys, welcome to the Playboy Mansion."
This is so disturbing. If she was to listen to this and be like, I don't even know these guys. I literally don't even know these guys.
I know. It's just a name. It's literally just a name to me. And it's someone
And then she goes to Lachlan and is like, oh, you've been on this show. Are these guys like, are they nice guys?
Yeah, they're nice people.
Or what's
and then Lachlan's like,
yeah, did you hear about Epstein? And he's just kind of freaking out about that.
And Lachlan's like, yeah, they got photos of you. Jackson guy's literally got a photo of you on his computer. Right. But yeah, so how about, I think we said Hef Broadbridge.
I can't believe how big of a sandbagging that is. I just can't work out how to get out of here.
I'm with you.
I have to commend you. That's
it's really a perfect one. Like, straight up to the point of... Oh, how's that all going there? That's all good.
Yeah, we're good. I was just looking at that guy.
I know. I thought, is he coming in?
He just comes up to the window and he's like, "Both of you gay."
Oh, he just comes up to you. Okay, let's see. What could this guy potentially do? He's just because we're right near a main road. He comes up to the window and he says, here we go. How about cleft Broadbridge? And she's got a cleft palate. We're like, that was a good one, dude. And he's like, yeah, sorry guys, you have a beautiful day. You have a beautiful day. I just wanted to say that. And he just kind of walks around staring.
Wow.
There we go. That was pretty good.
What about like it's the gaydar kid, but he's kind of got like a crystal ball or something like that.
Yeah.
Or every day he kind of like looks in the mirror and it shows him a picture of who's gay.
Okay. And people have to kind of come around.
No, he looks in there and can see it. Or like a puddle of water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He looks over like the sink full of water, splashes it, and then it like comes up with Neil Patrick Harris.
Okay. Yes.
And then that one day where he splashes it and it's a picture of my phone with Steph.
Okay, yeah, I just have to say, she's a comedian. She understands this is absurd humor, and it's just going to be the theme for the rest of the episode.
Yeah,
because of how absurd this is.
After seeing her reaction to your set, even she definitely loves our style of comedy.
And she's a person...
We can't keep talking about it. Move on.
Next thing. We do not know.
All right, Steph, if you're listening to this, I just want you to know...
Jax, I do have you as my background on my computer. And there are breasts photoshopped.
What else is going on? What else is going on? This is a real person we're talking about. It's not a celebrity. It's not... This is a real person.
Who we're not actually...
You're a cheeky devil.
I'm a real cheeky devil. Because it's perfectly uncomfortable.
You're sweating. It's just...
Jackson's also sweating from his penis after looking at his desktop background. Yeah, okay.
We can joke about our friends. We can joke about celebrities.
People we know. Even like kind of just dudes that kind of do comedy.
I don't know. The chick from Heim. How about that? How about we just...
Okay, how about we go there? How about... if Steph Broadbridge was Jewish, she would be in a movie right now.
There you go.
She would have a comedy series on Stan.
God damn it. What, should we take a little break?
I know.
Should we take a break? All right, we'll be right back.
No, we're not going to take a break. We're going to stay right on this. So how about Meth Broadbridge and she...
We're taking a break. Boom, we're back.
Okay, we just had to finish pleasuring ourselves after that. That was... Jackson actually had more than just a desktop background. He had a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. What the hell else is going on?
We're just gonna name female comedians. that are in the scene that we don't really know.
Did we mention?
How about?
Don't.
I actually don't even know.
Yeah,
What do you think I'm doing? How about Sarah Barco when she's a dog? Sarah Darko when she's doing blackface.
Let's move on.
That's a fun little one. How about Michael Sarah Darko when she's like, yeah, I'm doing comedy. Yeah, I'm doing comedy.
Oh, have you seen Molly's Game?
Molly's Game.
Molly's Game, yeah. It's like this. It's a movie based on like a real thing. She like ends up running poker tournaments for big celebrities.
Oh right.
Yeah. So she wrote a book and named like.
So like, wait, big celebrities? You're talking about kind of like Steph Broadbridge.
Stop.
Stuff like that.
Stop. Stop it.
Okay. Yeah. So Molly's Game.
Yeah. So she's got like Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, like what's his name? Tobey Maguire. All these people coming to these games.
Right.
In real life.
Oh, so this is like what is it? A TV show?
She wrote a book. Like an autobiography.
Yeah.
And outed these people. And then...
Oh, wait, outing them about what?
Illegal gambling.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, and then like the FBI like detained her and made her like spill her guts on who was... No.
The FBI spill her guts because they run a train on her.
Okay.
There we go. That's a little bit nicer, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, so, spilling guts is what Jackson would like to do too.
No, stop it. It's not even funny.
It's not even funny. I know, it's not even funny. I'm just reaching.
Yeah, but they had... So, Tobey Maguire, someone plays him. It's like a main role.
Oh, okay. Yes,
he played like a big
adaptation.
Part.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the adaptation, the guy that plays Tobey Maguire is...
Steph Broadbridge.
Michael Cera.
As a guy. I've got nothing yet. Michael's... Oh, right.
So imagine like you're doing casting for that movie. You're like, after a Tobey Maguire type. And then Michael Cera rocks up. Like that is...
I would be so offended. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
100%.
So, yeah.
That's like someone's doing roles for like a Jackson type and Macaulay Culkin rocks up. And he's like, no, I've been doing like a lot of like character research, and he pulls out his phone.
It's just photos of Steph Broadbridge, and they're like,
stop saying it. Stop saying it. Dance around it. The nuance is fine.
We get how funny that was.
It was hilarious.
That was.
That's why I'm so mad about
it. He's like, apparently he likes his chick or something like that. But yeah, I know. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like it's when people say, "Oh, you just look like da 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 da," and you're kind of offended by it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you had that? Like, what's the worst kind of comparison someone said?
One time at work,
they said, "Oh, you do stand up." Oh, I listen, and you
you
showed them a clip, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're kind of like Steve Broadbridge."
Man, I don't even know. Wait, what even?
Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah. I was working at Woolies, and someone walked up, and they're like, "Oh my god, you look so much like my friend." And another two work friends were there.
Yeah,
and. You've got blonde eyes and sandy blonde hair. You kind of look like my friend.
Just a comedian. I don't know why, but you just kind of remind me of her. Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, they came up.
Yeah.
And this customer was like, "I'm sorry, but you look so much like my friend," and had to pull up the picture.
Oh, you kidding? They actually did that?
Yeah, and I started just laughing hysterically.
Oh, why?
Because
you heard you were thinking about a Seth Broadbridge joke just in your head.
There we go. Yeah, let's go more that angle. That
good.
works.
Yeah, that works nicely.
That's good.
That's good.
All right, so yeah,
So you laugh. That's a weird reaction to someone saying you look just like. It wasn't a nervous laugh. It was just like you were genuinely.
That was so dead set, and the first thing that went through my head is just like,
if they get a photo of Steph Broadbridge up, this is going to be hilarious.
It's the funniest thing to look someone dead in the eye and be like, "You look so much like my friend. This is insane."
Do you know?
You're deadpan, and then you pull out your phone, and it's just the ugliest person you've ever seen.
Oh my god!
So that's going through my head, right?
What would you do if I just legitimately paid like an actor to come up to you in the street and do that, and it was just Steph Broadbridge tomorrow? How would you react?
I would cry. I would cry laugh.
You would.
It would be the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah. And it just gets you off guard. And you're like, oh, cheers, man. Like, you're not even expecting it. Like, I know you're kind of going to go into this convenience store. It's just like an older Indian man. He'd be like, yeah, buddy, you literally look like my friend. No, I need to show you a photo of her.
Yeah, and I'm like, how did you even know I was going to go into this store?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he just shows... Yeah, anyway. Yeah. So you're hysterically laughing.
Oh, and they pull it out, and the dude was... I don't think you can see it if it's you.
Who was it? Was it a famous person?
No, it was just
just his friend.
Yeah, it was this woman's friend.
You look like a lot of people. I do have to give you that. You look like a lot of people.
Really?
Yes. Again, you look like that DJ. You kind of look like Eminem.
I don't look like Eminem. Eminem's so pointy. I'm kind of round. Got a round kind of face.
There's something Eminem-y about you. It's like if Eminem had like a good upbringing. You look kind of like clean Eminem.
Yeah.
I think and again, this is just purely face.
I don't hate on that. Eminem.
Yeah, no, he's a handsome looking guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's not an offense. There's just something very much in your face about that looks like Eminem. Like, I look like I'm looking at an Eminem with a moustache and kind of different hair right now.
It's so... You can't see it in yourself, I don't think. Would you agree?
Yeah.
You never see someone be like, wow, they look like me.
Sometimes you do. I know I was watching the Olympics, and just like it was like the women's 200, and I just was like, that's my brother. I literally found like a runner that was my brother.
Did you show him?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Could he see it?
I think I showed my mom.
And he's like, that's not a woman's runner, that's a picture of...
That's a picture of Sydney comedian Steph Broadbridge.
Don't say it. You don't need to say it. It just works. Don't need to say it. Yeah.
Yes. Gosh, so you don't remember? Was it a good-looking guy?
Yeah, he was fine. I was already like laughing. I already found things so funny. I was like, this. You just show them the ugliest picture possible. He was a fine-looking guy.
He wasn't unattractive.
Pretty average. Yeah, my two workmates were like, no, I think you're more attractive than that, Jackson, which made me feel good.
Oh, really?
I was like, I love when people lie to me.
I like that. So this guy kind of was he was normal, I guess. I'm going to get up a photo.
Yeah, very average.
I think you just may have been, I don't even know. It's weird when you do get kind of the strange look-alike. Like a guy came up to me when I was in Woolworths as well. This is kind of late at night. I think he may have been drunk. I'm not sure. But he was like, you literally look exactly like this basketball player.
He said that to you?
Exactly the same. And then he's like,
He said that to you?
He said that to me.
And it was Kobe Bryant.
And it was Kobe Bryant. And it was like, you look just like Kobe Bryant because you raped a woman in a hotel room.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's something there. I don't know. We can kind of...
Sorry, that was good. I just looked at my phone for a
No, that's kind of like a take-home for the audience. So he's like, yeah, you look like Joel Embiid. I'd never heard of the guy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in a rush. No, not even in a rush. I'm kind of wanting to go about my day. He kind of stopped me. He's like, no, you need to. You look just like him.
Yeah.
And then I looked him up. He's like, look him up. And it's this guy. Like you look
me?
exact. You are him.
Bro, you do not look like
I thought, I know, I was like, I just don't think I look like that guy. I don't think I look, again, for the listeners, Joel Embiid.
I think you probably know. To a racist. You don't look like this guy.
I know, I don't think I look like that guy. It's just like, I guess maybe the eyes, but it's just, I don't.
The facial structure is so different. Everything's so different, man.
I know.
There's nothing similar.
It's interesting. I know, yeah. And this guy's
maybe
just
the
like...
love of... I don't know. I'm really not comfortable with it.
You can do it. You'd be like, yeah, go for it. Also, someone came up to me when I was in some burger shop or something like that. I think I was with my mum. I think they were just kind of drunk, and they were like... It was a funny bit that they did. They were like, oh, Anthony Joshua.
Okay.
And they literally just like take photos with me.
Right.
Yeah.
They called you Anthony Joshua.
They said, oh, you look like you're Anthony Joshua, aren't you?
Who's Anthony Joshua?
I think he's like a very famous boxer.
Do you have a picture?
I'll get a photo. It's funny. I think my brother looks just like Anthony Joshua. I don't think I look like Anthony Joshua.
There was a period when I was younger, if I took like a copious amount of MDMA, the next kind of few days,
everyone looks like Steph Broadbridge. I don't even know. That's kind of forced. That was like, it was a compliment. Like,
yeah, that one.
I would love to look like. I don't think he looks just like my brother. I think he looks very similar, but I don't think I touch on.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, it's a compliment when it's an attractive person, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
But Joel Embiid isn't unattractive.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he's average looking. I guess, is that kind of the similarity of the guy that you were shown?
What is it, sorry?
Like, the first guy, Joel Embiid, he's not unattractive, but he's just kind of average. Was the guy that said you look like my friend, was the guy kind of just average looking?
Yeah, just looked like a not famous or anything. Oh yeah, it was just his friend.
Who was better looking?
Just this woman's friend.
Who was better looking? You were the person. You kind of remove yourself. Well, who's the more attractive person?
I don't know. Like, I love my mum, and she always said I was a handsome boy, so I'm gonna have to go.
Oh, you go with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Have to go.
Yeah. And I think just naturally you'd probably be like, yeah, I'd beat that guy.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I used to, if I'd take like MDMA.
Yes.
For the next few days, I'd look at people.
What's that? Marco?
No.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'd like look at anyone's face.
Yeah.
In public, and it would look like someone that I knew.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, I think it was like fucking with my brain, whatever I was.
That's crazy.
Taking. Yeah, it was like not ever really a problem, but it was kind of annoying. Like, I'd look at people and be like,
every single person just has a vague sense of familiarity. Like,
yeah, I think that's why.
Know that person.
You know, at nighttime when you turn the lights off, there's something in humans where we want to see faces and shit.
Oh,
that's why we have that. You turn the light
off.
There's like a shadow where it looks like two eyes and a mouth, super distorted and everything like that. But your brain just instinctively wants to make that a thing. I think
so your brain just wants this to happen. It's kind of like when you keep seeing Steph Broadbridge.
Yeah.
When you turn off the lights.
Yeah, it is like that.
Yeah, it is just like that.
Yeah, so I'd like look at people and I think my brain would just want them to be someone. It could be someone from like anyone.
Like not even someone you know, but like, oh, that's the guy from that TV show.
No, people that I knew, really.
Oh, so you knew. Yeah, they're all kind of familiar.
It was like a thing. I remember it occurred like again and again and again.
Gosh. What about
crazy?
What about the classic idea of someone you do know in public and you just go out of your way to avoid them? That's something I do. Again, I have autism. I'm very antisocial. That's something I do on the regular.
Right.
And I'm just like, yep, that's them. Okay, I'm going to go over here. I have to make sure. I see someone in a shop and I'm like, oh gosh, they're there. I can't go there.
What about when you're in like primary school or something and like there was a girl that you liked in your class, you kind of like flirt with them in school and then you're like at the shops later with your mum, kind of walking around and then you see them there and you're just kind of like, because it's so embarrassing.
What about how embarrassing it is to be, with your mum in particular at the shops shopping?
I don't want to see. I don't want that because there's nothing cool about that.
There's nothing. I'm just trying to, because I know it's so funny. Like, I've never really had I don't even know. I kind of go over the top. Like, I don't even care. I don't have an issue. I'm not going to go out of my way to not go shopping with my mum or something.
Right.
My brother would rather be caught dead than with her.
Cool.
And he's a cool guy. Like, he will go out of his way. He would never be seen in public with her ever. Only until he probably turned 23, 24. He just wouldn't have it happen.
What is it, do you think?
I know, and like, whenever there was a situation where they were forced to kind of go in public together, like to get something, pick something up, he would have to do his own thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And there is that idea of like, you can't kind of be caught at the shops. Like, again, when you're a kid, it's like the mall idea.
Right.
Westfield. You can't be caught there with your parents. You should be caught there with friends.
Well, we have like two supermarkets. We have one Coles and one Aldi's.
Right.
And everyone in like the extended area would kind of go there. You know what I mean? So you get picked up from school or something like that, and then it's bound to happen.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucked.
Would you tease or get teased the kids who were there with their parents?
No. It wasn't that. It was more... my thing's always been the opposite. Like, I'm embarrassed of my little shenanigans in front of my parents. In my parents' eyes, sorry, I should say.
So it's not like the public... I remember there was a kid... When I would go to, like, Westfield, like, Chatswood with friends...
Yeah.
We would see, like, a kid we knew with his parents. We'd follow him. Like, just... That's what we're doing for the next hour.
Yeah.
We're following him.
That's great.
Like... Keeping a nice distance, but we're just, following them around, do their shopping.
Oh.
It's like, and sometimes yell out things. And this guy's just like picking up essentials.
Like, wait till their mum walks away and you go put like a pack of condoms in their car or something like that.
But
do you remember buying condoms?
No, I don't think I've ever bought them. I'm not even joking. I don't think I have ever bought them in my life. Ever.
Nah, I just opened the drawer and my girlfriend's drawer. I'm like, what the hell are they doing there? And put them in the bin.
I've never bought them. I've never actually bought a pack in my life. Not even a bit. Yeah, never.
Yeah, I remember it was such a big thing.
Really? I do remember though, I was given them by my uncle. Not even like as a... that we had sex. But
he was like, put this in your mouth.
Pretend I'm Steph Broadbridge and it'll all be okay.
No, stop.
But he just kind of, just really just quick. He's like, hey, your mother told me, your mother said I'd give you these, you know how to use them. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you know how to use them?
Yeah. And I remember the first...
You put your foot on the trash can and drop them in there.
You know how to use them. You just have to make sure you've taken something beforehand. Just like follow a girl home. You know what I mean? You just have to make sure to get rid of it afterwards. That's right. I don't even know where I'm going with that.
He was wearing gloves when he handed them to you as well.
But I remember like the first time I thought things were going to go. I used to keep them in like my wallet. Or actually no, in like a sock in my bag all the time. Just in case something went down.
Did it ever?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I was at Crown.
Such a wet high five.
I know it was. I'm sweating because I'm thinking. Yeah, when it went down, I was probably at Crown Comedy. I just saw a comedian get up, and I ran to the bathroom, and I.
Yeah, but actually, you were given them by your uncle. You carried them around, and
I carried around two of them.
Yeah, I remember if I went to a party or something like that.
You kept them with you,
which is so funny.
You kept that thing on you.
Yeah, definitely.
I've never, and then I realized that all girls have them.
Really?
Yeah, they all have them.
Not all of them.
Not Steph Broadbridge.
No, stop.
I know, it's not even funny.
I feel so sorry for Steph. If you're listening, I mean...
I would not be using one. It doesn't even make sense.
You've got a problem, man.
I do have a problem.
You need to apologize. I don't need to apologize for this.
Yeah, I
apologize right
now. So I do want to apologize. Like, again, in all honesty, some things should never really be said on a live platform like this, especially things that people like to keep private. And I do apologize. Like, Jackson does have a photo of you with his background.
Oh my god!
I
dude.
shouldn't have said anything. It's a personal thing.
Shut up.
But I do apologize for letting out his secrets. Anyway,
it's just I want to be so mad at it, but it's perfect. It's the perfect joke.
It's the perfect joke.
I full on just dissociated, and I was trying to remember how old I was.
Really?
Yeah, that's weird.
Interesting.
That's weird. Do you have that? You don't remember your age? You don't remember like the year or something like that? I was like, it's 2022. What am I? 22?
I'm with you. I kind of get that. Like,
yeah.
Dissociation when it's like, no, she didn't just say she was 12. No. Would have been 22.
I remember being terrified the first time I bought condoms.
It's terrifying now. I don't actually. I've never bought them, but I get kind of like scared. I've never actually bought them from Woolworths, but I remember like holding them. I was like, this is a terrifying thing.
Yeah.
I don't like this. Did I try one on? I think I must have.
Yeah, because you must look so shifty going and kind of doing that.
I still I would never buy them, ever. I just wouldn't to this day. It's kind of like, I remember even when I'm like with friends, like, and they buy like a pack.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you kidding? You're that kind of unashamed to just buy them and just go up to like a person at the chemist?
Yeah, when I was working at Woolies, people would just get them like that. You'd have a couple come through. That would be crazy. And it's just like the guys like slamming them down on the counter like, damn, that's kind of sick.
That's cool.
That's actually kind of cool.
You'd be like, yeah. Okay. What if they're just like acting like over the top? Be like, oh, what are these for?
Just have a kid, guys. Just have a kid. Grow up.
So you're gonna go against the Lord, are you? Is that premarital sex?
I remember, one of the first times I got them was with my friend Harry. Yeah. And we bought one pack and then split them in half.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like literally in half, and vowed to never use them. And then we're like, because guys can't get pregnant anyway, and then we kissed.
Wow, man, that was really nice.
Yeah.
That was kind of like when you're bowling and you do that last one and it gets both of them. You're like, oh gosh, I didn't even know that was possible. But that was really good. What else you could say? Like you tore them apart because you're like, I'm gonna trap some women. Steph's not gonna be doing comedy for too long.
Stop it. Leave her alone. Literally leave her alone.
I know, I literally will. Okay, new person.
No, not a new, but no one. Oh, I do have one crazy story, but we might be short on time.
Oh,
I might have to.
What are we? We kind of like your penis on time. We do have world news as well, everyone, which is a very juicy episode. I mean, segment that we've got coming up because there is a lot going on in the world. Bro. But let's hear the story. I'm just like really just thinking like, yeah, do your silly story. What is it?
Oh, just quickly. Pete Davidson, Kanye.
Yes.
The latest in that, Pete Davidson has apparently never been to Kim Kardashian's house or around the kids.
Oh, you kidding?
No, never even met the kids.
Do you know he's actually dating Steph Broadbridge, comedian?
Really?
Sydney? Yeah.
Do you want to take a break?
This is going to be the first episode we take 2 breaks.
Why did we take a break? Why did we take a break? We come back.
We just do the same weird bit. It's like a weird bit. That's what I like about it. It's weird. It doesn't even really make sense.
Yeah, but there's a butt of the joke.
Yeah.
You know who's...
But I would like to see joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of imagined that. I didn't assume that Pete Davidson would kind of be
This
interfering.
is the best podcast, man. It seriously is.
Yeah.
Again, dissociation. You have those moments you float out of your body and I'm like, damn.
Yes.
This is crazy good.
And how old am I? And how old is Steph Broadbridge? And
so,
how long does she
Steph
have left
Broadbridge,
to have
count
a
your
child?
lucky stars.
But yeah, I kind of had a feeling that he never would have been too involved in the family portion. I think he would have kind of respected boundaries. Because again, he's like he's a punk kid at the end of the day. He's straight up a punk kid.
Yeah.
Who just lives in his mum's basement.
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
No, he's rich.
No, he lives in his mum's basement.
That's weird. You can't be like a multi-millionaire, you're like a movie star on TV all the time, and then you're like, oh no, I'm still going to live in my mum's basement.
Yes. Unless it's
And I'm also going to have sex with Kim Kardashian.
That's true. And she literally, at a point, would have to... But that's the appeal. Like, Kim Kardashian would have had to go into his house, seen his mum, and then go down into his basement. And seen a whole bunch of bongs, a whole bunch of, like probably like a Pulp Fiction poster, like a Steph Broadbridge CD.
Do you think you're eye to eye with Kim Kardashian and you're like, she's beautiful?
I was thinking that because there's like, what was it? She was in Sydney. She was at Sephora. Like, I think
wow.
Yeah, and it's a crazy thought. And I know some people got some photos with her.
Do you know what I mean? Do you think you're right there and you're like, wow? Or
kind of like a Steph Broadbridge sort of thing, like
or is it more like?
I think because what it is, she's 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Which is usually a shocker.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to go as deep doing the shocker with her.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, there's something.
Okay.
But
they must look weird together because he's such a tall guy too.
Oh yeah, he's like
6'4" or something.
Yeah, 6'4", 6'5", something crazy. So there's like a huge height difference. But again, I think she's been with NBA players and stuff like that. But yeah, seeing Kim Kardashian in public, you'd be like, oh my gosh, you're every single girl in the world.
But
you're that.
How do you actually react though?
You'll be like, that's Kim Kardashian.
Do you go, oh my God?
No, do you know what I think? You would, because she's got such an iconic look to the point where every single woman looks like her. Mm-hmm. I think you would see her and you'd be like, oh my gosh, she looks just like Kim Kardashian. I honestly think that's maybe how I would react initially.
You're like, no, I have to show you a photo. And she's like, I'm kind of busy. Yeah. And then you pull up your phone and she's like, that's...
That's Sydney comedians.
No, don't. You don't have to say it.
Oh, sweet. Oh, that's Sydney comedian Steph Broadbridge.
That's pretty good Kim K.
That was a pretty good Kim K.
I could fap to that.
Yeah.
In fact, I might later. Once this is on Spotify.
When I going in between certain other pictures of other specific people.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. I don't. But yeah, how do you think you would react?
Or you just kind of like, this is a very plastic looking...
But that's part of it. In all honesty, when I say, oh, that girl looks like Kim Kardashian, it's because every single girl in Parramatta looks like Kim Kardashian, and it's like this overdone look. It's like a hacky look.
Or is it perfection?
Do you know what it is?
Well, you like that look though, right?
Do you remember the Bryson Tiller look?
No.
Every single... I'm trying to think of... Or even like Drake to an extent when he went through that roadman phase. Do you know people who kind of like bring with them a look? Like Bryson Tiller in particular was a black guy with a beard and a dad hat.
Yeah.
If you saw Bryson Tiller, you'd be like, oh, it's just some dude who's who's dressing like Bryson Tiller. Yeah. Most people didn't even know it was a Bryson Tiller look, but it's like, oh yeah, this is some dude who's dressed like everyone else. And you'd be like, no, that's the dude who's behind that look.
Let me put it like this.
Yeah.
You're at Bondi Beach.
Yes.
And you just up kind of like getting a feed somewhere.
Yeah.
And there are just like all these really attractive people around.
Yes.
Are you looking around and you single her out and you're like, that's the most beautiful person here?
Oh, so you're kind of asking, would you think she's quite beautiful?
Yes.
That's a very interesting one. Even, I guess, like...
For someone that didn't know Kim K?
The difference between Kim K is like, let's say Kim K versus Beyonce, Rihanna, Rita Ora even.
Yes.
All these other girls, most other girls have like a look.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian has this clone look.
Bland.
Very bland look.
Bland. How cool is the word bland?
Bland. It sounds
bland.
nice.
Bland. Oh, yeah,
she's got very
Bland the band.
Bland the band. Yeah, we're gonna go see Bland tonight.
That's sick.
Yeah, do you want to go see Bland?
It's too late.
Bland. You call them Bland eventually.
Bland.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna go see Steph Broadbridge later tonight. Do you want to get a ticket or two? She's like opening up for Bland. Okay. Sarah Marco's out. He's dropped his vape, everyone. What would you do seeing Kim Kardashian?
I'd probably go. Oh, wooga! And my eyes would kind of.
You'd think you would be I'm really joking. Attractive.
No, I'm not. That's not a vibe for me.
You don't like that look. I don't like that look.
Well,
it's been played out. It's hacky.
It's hard to say because people on TV are just beautiful.
They're great looking.
Yeah,
amazing.
That's why they're there because they're easy to look at.
But the thing is, the average girl in Parramatta is very good looking. Like that Kim Kardashian look is good looking. Do you know what I mean?
Parramatta. Do you notice Kim Kardashian? Well, I guess what you're saying is no.
I don't think you could physically because again, those girls who look like her and mimic exactly what she looks like are good looking. Armenian girls are good looking. Middle Eastern women, are up there like some of the best looking women in the world.
You see Pete Davidson though.
Yeah, he's iconic. He's not good looking. It's like, oh, look at him. It's Pete Davidson. It's like when you see Beyonce. It's like when you see, Steph Broadbridge, or like kind of like a person that like has a look. Yeah, Beyonce, because she looks like she's got such an iconic look.
But you see Beyonce, kind of just again in that scenario at Bondi Beach.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be. You would be like.
You would be like, that's Beyonce. I've seen that photo so many times. Not many people look like Beyonce.
But you would be like, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Like she looks.
Yeah, you'd do both. You'd be like, I think initially you'd be like, that's Beyonce.
Yeah.
Number two, you'd be like, she's really good looking in real life.
That's what
crazy.
People say. Like that. Like I remember, what are they called? Sway Lee and.
Oh, the Ray Shremmerd dudes.
Yeah, those guys would say like they worked with her. Or like it's like in the presence of being like an angel.
Yes.
Or something like that. I can really imagine that. I don't imagine it would be the same thing with Kim K. You'd be blown away by like their stardom, but
physically you'd be like, wow, she looks like so many of those girls. You would. I think that's what you would actually be like. You'd be like, oh my gosh, you look like every girl I know.
Yeah.
And they're not even that. You'd be like, they're all trying to do that.
You've got a very good point.
That's the thing. It's like a dude that's like, I guess I'm trying to think of like a look. I guess I'm trying to think of like a Newtown look.
Yeah.
You could probably see who's like, I guess the ultimate sort of hipster, Newtown sort of hipster.
Yeah, Sticky Fingers.
Sticky Fingers. Yeah. You see what's it, Dylan. You'd be like, dang, the ultimate hipster's just walked in front of me. And he's like got the big sunglasses, like maybe like a pimp hat or something like that.
The difference is you're seeing Kim K.
Yeah.
She's wearing shit that's crazy. Bland, neutral colors.
Yeah, very
crazy. She's like a makeup artist. Like she's got a good eye.
No. Kim Kardashian's lookalikes are just as good as her.
They're not as good as
they are. They're great. Like they're probably more beautiful.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, but that would be the argument that I make because I think about someone like Dylan and it's kind of like the stuff that he's wearing.
Yeah.
And everything. He's
got
this
great
big mop of hair, but then... all right, well, let's get into
let's finish
news. We got to wrap it.
Yeah, we got to wrap this one. It's
I'm going to get a Feedos.
I got to get a Feedos as well. So we'll do a quick one today. Comedian Steph Broadbridge...
Damn it. Well, I should have seen that coming.
You should have seen that one coming. It was too easy. A nice little spit take. Here we go. Australia and New Zealand send flights to assess damage from Tonga volcano eruption.
They're like, yep, we're here to assess it, and that's an A+.
That's good. Yep, that's definitely a volcano. And they'll be like, are you serious? Did we really pay these fellas tens of thousands of dollars to come over here? They'd be like, Yeah, no, that's
G'day, Cobber. That's
Hey.
definitely a volcano.
That's definitely a volcano, mate. So anyway, what are we staying at the ridges?
Didgeridoo.
That's a good one. No, mate, that's a volcano.
No, that's a mountain.
No, that's a volcano.
It's a mountain.
No.
Nah, mate.
Here we go. In images, Tonga's volcanic eruption and the aftermath. That's just a photo one. Why Xi Jinping could be left vulnerable if he steps down from power. Because he'll just be a guy with a small penis.
Yeah.
If he steps down from power. He's like, what am I going to be, just some guy with a small penis?
No, don't do the voice. Don't do the voice.
If I'm not president, I'm just another guy with small penis. You think I get attention if I'm not president? You think people like Steph Broadbridge here look at me twice? Okay. No, I need to be president to get attention like that. Anyway, it's such a low effort Chinese. Anyway, that's a funny voice you did there, Jackson. I don't really find it that funny, but Muhammad Ali was vilified too. Serbians blast Australian government over Djokovic's deportation. He's like, I just wanted to watch the comedic stylings of comedian Steph Broadbridge, and they kicked me out. So I need...
That one's kind of fine.
That one's kind of alright. Ukraine points finger at Russia over cyber attacks. Says Moscow waging hybrid war.
Yeah, it was their index finger, and they said, smell that.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
Said, what does that smell like?
Be like, dude, guess who that is? Let's just say...
I know who that is.
I know exactly who that is.
I think the listeners probably know who that is too.
I think, yes, I know. Here we go. Taliban fighters pepper spray women calling for the protection of women's rights in Afghanistan.
They're like, hey, you got all that salt.
That's good. Yeah, they didn't include that they actually salt sprayed them beforehand.
Oh, I meant like they were salty over like women's
Oh,
rights.
That's good. That's good. You guys are so salty. How about we get some pepper and spray him with pepper? Just a really funny guy in the Taliban. And it's like, yes, Abdul, this is why we have you doing these.
What about this? One of the guys in the Taliban is the funniest guy in the Taliban. You know what I mean? Like one.
Okay, yeah.
There must be one that's just hilarious.
And he's like,
you're hanging out with
my
him,
friend, watch this. It is like, no. Ahmed, he knows the funniest comedians. You have to. He's like, no, dude. I'm the funny guy around here. I know the funny people. You have to watch this video.
You're getting better with the voices.
I
just can't do the Asian one.
I can't. He's like, my friend, no, Ahmed, you gotta show them for the funny video. And then he gets up a video of Steph Broadbridge doing comedy.
And they're like, that's hilarious.
Yes. And it's like, yeah, I told you, he's the funny man around these parts.
What else you got?
He's a funny man.
What else you got
Prince Harry wants to pay for police protection when his family's in the UK, but the government won't let him.
Wants to pay for what?
Police protection. Prince Harry. So he wants police protection.
The police are like, please, Harry, we need protection. And he's like, I don't think that's what this means.
He's like, what? I'm just trying to help him. Well, apparently I need police protection. Is that what I'm meant to do?
I got all this money and I'm not allowed to spend it on what I want.
I got all this money. I can't even protect police.
What? I can't even. So I got all this intel.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to talk about that. I got all this money. I can't spend it how I want.
I got all this money. I can't even go and see the sort of shows I want to go see.
I can't even see my favourite stand-up comedian. What? I got all this money. I can't even do the Asian voice.
What do you mean I can't do that voice? I'd pay off anyone else who has a problem with it.
Nah, you know what?
Wouldn't that be enough? Oh, everyone.
Hand me the pepper spray.
That's good. Wow, came full circle. Jacinda Ardern says volcano eruption in Tonga hugely concerning as New Zealand pledges financial support.
That's actually translated. It was originally Jackson's penis concerning.
Oh, that's good. Because it's so small.
Yeah, it's ironic. Yeah. They said it ironically.
He's like, I think, yeah, we need it's so small, we got to do something about it. And it's like, yeah, Jacinta, we've just gone through these volcanoes. She's like, no, but it's so small. It's so small. I can't do any voices today. I don't know what it is.
No, you're killing it.
Really? Okay.
You're doing well.
What else have we got?
Couple more.
Got a couple more here. Here we go. Italian menswear designer Nino Cerruti, who gave Giorgio Armani his big break, dies at 91. Because he gave him his big break when he busted his anal cavities during the gay sex session that they had. He gave him his big break. Here we go. So
menswear. How about you wear this up your bottom? Oh, they're probably like what, Italian or something, right?
Yeah, they're hey Italian. I gave him his big break. You know what I mean? I said you go watch this comedian. You coming back with tomorrow.
Next.
Hostage is safe and hostage taker dead after standoff at Texas synagogue. This is a very touchy little one there.
What about what? Can I see that headline
Yes.
as well? What about hostages safe and hostage taker dead after stand up at Texas synagogue?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for some point. I don't think we can beat that.
All right.
I really don't think. I'm sweating.
Until next week.
Amazing.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out.